この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Fire Force Episode 7, or Ennen no Shobutai Episode 7, which just aired. I'm a little bit bleary, kind of didn't wake up too long ago. Haven't had a lot of caffeine yet, but that's fine. We'll get right into it. Last time on Fire Force in Episode 6, not my favorite episode. Not at all. And I want to be clear that I don't think is like an adaptation problem. I think my gripes with it are entirely with the writing. Now, from what I've heard some people say, offhand or in passing or in comments, that they thought that this was the weakest section of the manga and that it should be uphill from here. I hope they're right. I really do. I'm not really like considering dropping Fire Force or anything. I'm enjoying the production. I really like the OP and ED, and I kind of like the show. But if we don't get much of an increase in perceived quality, then it could end up being sort of at risk, if that makes sense. For like a variety of reasons, but the main one just being time. Any seasonal show that I'm watching is essentially what could be a poll slot. And so I have to weigh, do I want to continue watching Fire Force as a seasonal versus maybe open up a poll and like do it that way? I don't know. At this point, I want to keep watching Fire Force as a seasonal. I still enjoy the show. I still think it has its serious moments of looking great, and I think that the small hiccups that we've had, at least I perceive them as small, are not enough to cause me to want to drop it or anything like that. Although I totally understand those people who have dropped it, either early on in the first couple of episodes or more recently. Makes perfect sense, and you do you. But I'm going to stick with it for a little bit longer, see how it goes. Now, as far as I know, last episode was the conclusion of the 5th arc. I was hoping that we would get some more details or more information along the lines of, like, what are they doing with the Infernals? What's actually going on in the world? All that kind of stuff. We kind of didn't, but maybe that will come soon, as Hibana is now sort of part of the squad, or part of the helpful people who are willing to help them. I don't know. It seems like our attention is going to be turned toward the first. I believe the end card of the last episode listed this next episode's title as something like Investigating the First, or it was something along those lines. So that should be interesting, considering that the captain of the first seemed to be withholding some information from Shinra, and, well, we probably want to know what's going on there. They seem to have something untoward going on. We'll have to find out what. We'll see if we find out what in this episode. I don't know. In any case, I think that's about all I wanted to say about the last episode, and all I wanted to say as a preamble to moving into this episode, so let's go ahead and jump in. I have episode 7 up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video, a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, which you can find in the description, and a timer-based version, which will be up on YouTube. Picture-in-picture version won't have any discussion on it, just the episode portion. So if you're watching that, come back here for discussion, which will be at the end of the episode. And if you're watching on the timer-based version, using your own media and syncing it up, there will be a beep-beep timer at the beginning of the episode for that purpose. If you're doing that, get it ready, because the timer's coming right now. All right. Mm-hmm. So the first is deeply intertwined with the church, right? Okay. Hello, Captain. Special Fire Grand Cathedral. Lieutenant Priest. Okay. Kareem Flam. With headphones. And Captain Leonard Burns. Alright. So Flam, Flame, Burns. Okay. Ah, a joint training exercise. Right. Okay, so they are fully aware that this is happening. Good. That means they'll be ready. And here we have 40% of the reason to watch this show. The ED is 45%. The rest is 15. Uh-huh. What? Aw. Shit. Mmm. The job well done party. Yep, it definitely was. That's exactly what it was. Oh, jeez. uh, wait, what? Wait, what? They're not identical? What? What? All right. You gonna give us some info? Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't buy it. It's just thin. Like I'll buy it because I have to for the story, but nah. Did it just freeze? All right, that was weird. That was a cool image. Okay. So it is both a natural and a man-made phenomenon. All right. Now that makes sense. Yeah. St. John's wort is an effective antidepressant. Not sure about standing for. Okay. Which is run by the first? All right, then. Investigation of the first commences. Good. Okay. Yeah, not being a gorilla cyclops, huh? You're about to get fondled. No? Ibana. Equal opportunity fondling, girl. Come on. Cool. Rookie training reassignment sync? Pass them around. Okay. Which they know is happening. Like, they'll suspect that immediately, right? Bubble Boy? He's the only rookie I know of. Holy Soul Obelisk. He could fly to the top. All right, Bubble Boy. And Rendo. All right. I'm sure. Hmm. Depends. Yeah, but we're not aware of yours. That's the point. Oh. Who's that voice actress? Hmm. Yeah, that's why. Big fucking hands. Wait, what? He's afraid of. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Are those bullets? Okay. All right. That was a cut. Thank God. Excuse me? Excuse me? That's a brass instrument. What? Oh no. Or removes heat. Thus the headphones. Alright, that's some bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. Sound is energy. No. But okay. Thanks. I'm waiting for her to get groped. Or lucky lectured. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, dude. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lightsaber. All right. Uh. Huh? First interesting thing in the episode. Okay. I don't think it will. Shirt burned, skin not. Lucky Lecture. And nope. Guess not. Okay. Uh. Oh, that's the end? Oh, okay. The other 45%. I said that as a joke at the beginning, but it was pretty accurate for this episode. Oh boy. At least it's just the start of an arc, so it's like, it makes sense. Okay, do we get an end card? Next time. Infernal insects. Okay. Okay. Well, this was disappointing. I'm severely disappointed in this episode, actually. There was there was one interesting thing in this episode, I think. Oh, I just did something stupid. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I think there was one interesting thing in this episode, and that is the captain's unexplained ability. The sound converting into cold thing is bullshit, and I don't buy it, and I don't like it very much. The fact, okay, something else that I realized because of this character in particular is that the characters don't have characters. They have quirks or specific traits. Like Lucky Lecture Girl gets Lucky Lectured. What's her name? Maki? She freaks out when anybody ever calls her buff or anything like that. They don't really have motivations or goals or desires or humanity that I buy or believe in. I mean, even Shinra, who I think is the closest that we get to that, was so, like, basic. He's such a basic shonen protagonist bitch. Like, and then his quirk is that he smiles when he's nervous. Like, that's his thing. It's what he does. And then he makes cool fire. Okay, so we open the episode on like a pretty cool shot, I thought. It's a pretty interesting shot coming out from the top of this rotunda and then doing a full pan down in CG. It's nice. All right, it's nice. And then we have our introduction of these people, Kareem Flam, Burns, just Hoshimiya mean flame of some kind. I'm sure it does. No. Maybe not. Okay, whatever. Lieutenant Priest. Okay, great. So Obi's finally making his move. We're aware that they're aware, and they're aware that we're aware, and blah, blah, blah. And then we come over here. We show Hibana doting on Shinra, because that's what she does now. Okay. She still kicks her subordinates. Okay. Get some moments here with flames and stuff. Okay. I want to see this again, because we got 5th Angels 3. 5th Angels 3. Not 5th Angels 3. 5th Angels 3. But they're not identical when they were before. The fuck? We get some little gags and jokes with the dog people and stuff. Okay. And then we have ourselves a conversation with Hibana where she basically recaps the not character development that she didn't have in the last episode. And then doesn't give us any interesting information. That's it. She just tells us exactly what happened in the last episode, which wasn't good. And that's it. And then she's a little bit soon about how he's not a hero to me, blah, 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 blah. And then there's this shot, which is, this is a cool still frame. I like this. I like this a lot. It's pretty cool. I like the style swap. It's nice. I also like the way that we light the environments as though they're aflame. It's nice. Does it make up for the rest? No. No, not at all. St. John's Wort, Hanakotoba. It's not listed on any of the Hanakotoba things. Yeah, it's usually an herbal remedy steeped in healing traditions. It's analgesic, antiseptic, antispasmodic, aromatic, astringent, digestive, diuretic, expectorant, as well as being an SSRI that we don't entirely understand the mechanisms of, which people take over the counter as an alternative to other antidepressants. It has more side effects, though. Why they say that it has something to do with malice, I have no fucking idea, because I think that's bullshit. So then we have our setup for the plot of the episode, and I assume of the arc. A fan service shower sequence with Hibana and Iris and Maki and Yay. Okay. Explanation of the rookie training system. Most of the episode, time-wise, is housekeeping. We have to introduce these characters. We have to figure out what they're doing. We have to tell the audience what they're doing. And all of that housekeeping, part of the feeling that I got throughout this episode was, Jesus Christ, I could have been done reading all of this already. Like, in a quarter of the time or less. Because none of it needs the time that's dedicated on screen to it happening. So then we get this guy who, again, doesn't have a character. His character is that he says the same word repeatedly. That's his character. He starts it with kusol, crap, or shit, or poop. And then he goes to ass, and he does it a few times with other things. And it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So then we enter into the place. We get an immediate sort of undercut here where... I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Like, we've got a power dynamic at play. They're framed far above, but still fully in frame. Whenever we are looking down at Shinra, and we are looking up at the captain. Yippee-ki-yay, low angle shot, high angle shot, really simple. And then we do cut to this side shot here when he's sort of demonstrating authority, which is, you're in our area now, you're in our place now, I insist that you do the thing that we do. Just changing the way that they choose to act, right? That actually might be the best thing in the episode. Yeah, maybe. So then Shinra requests some sparring, and we get, like... Where is it? No, where'd it go? There, this. This works as a manga panel, because it can be really small. I don't think this works as a scene in the anime. Because, like... how do I explain it? As a manga panel, it doesn't have to be explicit or really happening. It's just a window into what Shinra is thinking at this point. He's kind of scheming, right? He's scheming and plotting, trying to figure out information about the other fire soldiers in the first. And so as like a small inset panel, this works. And I'm assuming that this is a small inset panel if it exists in the manga at all. In the anime, though, he just smiles like an idiot in front of the captain and then challenges him to a sparring match. Like, it's kind of suspicious. Just a little bit. Whatever. It's not bad or a problem. It is hella fucking boring, though. And we get a very classic, if I can beat you, I'm going to ask you something, and he agrees without wondering what it is, but he doesn't actually say that he'll ever actually answer the question. Okay. All right, then she shows up for almost no reason at all. Like, why is she here? Don't know. Don't know. So this Rekka guy, he gets fired up. That seems to be his quirk. This guy seems to be afraid of fire, also named Juggernaut. It's a cute little pun. Juggernoto. Okay, great. Don't know what the hell he did. Making bullet things. It's kind of cool. Interesting to have a fire soldier that can create fire but is seemingly afraid of fire. Okay. Alright. That's fine. And then we get this cut, which is a couple of, I think, the best cuts in the episode. So we get this sort of Etano Circus dealio here. And then she's here for the sidelines. And then we get this cut as he dances his way between explosions. And we're just on speed lines, so we can just, like, move through it. It's pretty cool. It's neat. I like it. So then we get this, and he goes ding, and it goes poof, and it's bullshit. Science doesn't make sense. Yeah, no. Converts the energy of flames into sound? And then converts sound into cold? No. That's... You can't create cold. Cold is the absence of heat. That's how it works. If it had just been, like, he sucks the heat out of the air, that would work. That would work. But, no, they had to bullshit it. Alright, and then Shinra is suspicious, because, of course, he is. And then he'll take us both on, and I think this is, I think the most interesting thing in the episode. We have an unexplained ability that seems to nullify two of the most powerful power kinetics that we've seen in the show. Arthur's Excalibur, as she says, it's a lightsaber, and he just like pop. All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty hype. If we actually ever have to fight this guy, that could be really interesting. I do hope we get an explanation for it. Like, what the hell is he doing? I don't know. Yeah, you have a sword that never fails to kill, except when it does, shit. And then, of course, Shinra comes in for more attacks. These all look fine, I think. They all look fine. There's some cuts in here that do not look as good as I think they should, like this one. The choice for us to follow Shinra as we go is cost saving. It's just so that we can loop it. As usual, the fire and effects animation is a highlight, for sure. Shinra is asked what his shonen protagonist goals are, and he obliges by telling us. And then he gets bopped. Some cool moments here. This is kind of badass. Alright. The subversion on the Lucky Lechery is a thing, I guess. And then we end. So, almost nothing happened in this episode. Like, we arrived at the place where we're gonna do a thing, but then we didn't do a thing. And then we fought with the promise of being answered, and we got bopped, so we're not gonna get any answers. Effectively a character introduction episode. And like, set the stage episode. Yikes. Yikes, not a fan. Now, that said, I don't think that the episode did much... My aunt? I don't think that the episode did much or anything wrong. It just didn't do anything right either. Does that make sense? Okay, rephrase. It's not that it did anything or did much that really made me groan. It's that it didn't do much that made me go, oh, cool. I don't know how many more episodes like this I'd be able to stomach. I think 2. I think if the next episode isn't a market improvement, then the episode after that, we're going to be looking to determine whether we drop the show. Yay! It's really unfortunate. I really want to like this. I really do. I want to like it a lot. I think the world is interesting. I think some of the mysteries that have been set up and then haven't been furthered for a long time are interesting, but the further they get pushed into the background and the less our actual events in the show actually seem to bring us closer to answers on them, the less interested I become. Like, I was expecting a piece of information from Hibana, but she kind of hand waves it at the beginning of the episode by being like, "You're too stupid to understand my research. Bitch, please share that stuff." Anyway, I am somewhat disappointed in this episode of Fire Force, and I'm going to stick with my gun saying that the OP and ED are combined 85% of the reason to watch this show. Until the Saga comes back in full force, and then that'll be a nice chunk. But for now, the characters are doing the opposite of growing on me. The production is fine. The writing is really falling flat for me. Like, really falling flat for me. So, that's not good. We'll see how it goes next week. I'm not going to stop watching it just like immediately or anything. And if I do decide to drop it, I'll let you know. For now, we're still okay, but it's not looking great. Rough. Okay, that's gonna be it for me. I'm done talking about things that I didn't care for very much. So let's go. I'll go watch something that I do like better. Yeah, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Fire Force. I do hope that you enjoy it more than I do. Always when I don't care for something, my purpose is never to like try and detract from other people's enjoyment of it. If you liked this episode and the last episode of Fire Force, more power to you. I kind of didn't. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it. I'll catch you next week in the next one. Peace.